Welcome back to my channel, Evelyn Writes, where I talk about books, writing, and all things creative and a little bit of lifestyle here and there. Oh, and also wellness. I want to tap into wellness. In today's video, I am going to be talking about a book that I DNF'd this month. I was debating with myself about whether or not I should actually mention the name of the book. And I think I've decided not to mention the name of the book just because I also want to be a writer one day. And I think it's important to be graceful and to be honest. But I also think it's important to be nice. Not nice. Actually, no, not nice. It's important to be graceful in how we handle, like they say, books that are not that great. And I think this author, actually, I don't want to speculate. They might be a first time author. I'm not sure. And you know what? Writing a book, kudos to them for writing this book and just the effort and the time and even like getting it published and being sold in bookstores and things like that. Yeah, this book is actually being sold in bookstores. I will be returning it this afternoon. but even when I do look up reviews on this book online, it's pretty much 50-50. There's people who liked it and then there's people who didn't like it. And so I just wanted to give my 2 cents on the subject of, I don't know, when you encounter a book that doesn't meet your expectations, but not from like a plot standpoint, but more from a writing style point. So yeah, let's get into this video and yeah. I would also appreciate your thoughts and your opinions. I'm very new to like book talk and everything, so I don't really know what the right way to go about the situation is. Yeah. Okay. So let's start. Okay. So how I even found the book. So I found this book through a social media platform. Somebody posted it, and then I went and I picked it up from the bookstore. It has a lovely cover, and the title really got me. And unfortunately, as I was reading the book, I realized that the title didn't match what the book was talking about. I think, yeah, I got to like halfway through the book, and even then, I was struggling to get through this book, mostly because of the writing style. So, the protagonist is a person of a certain age, but and the way that the story is written, they don't sound like their age. So, for example, let's say this person is supposed to be a 20-year-old, but they're talking like they're in their 50s. Like, I don't know. I just found a disconnect with that. And then the writing style is kind of like what's really hurting this book, in my own opinion. It's kind of choppy and there is no development of character, and the scenes are very, they're not as descriptive. And so you kind of like find yourself in a dialogue, and then you're like, oh, this person's in this scene. Honestly, it's hard to explain without me having to give examples, and I'm not gonna do that just because, it'll be easy to find the book. But yeah, I just wanted to I guess this is not a review. It's definitely not a review, but I do want to talk about like within writing and like when you're. What do I want to talk about? This is hard. Okay, this is gonna be either a really short video or like, I don't know, because I actually didn't think this through. I did not. But anyways, I still want to talk about it. Okay. So the things I didn't like about the book, I didn't like that the writing style, the pacing fell off, was choppy. I couldn't quite follow the character. I couldn't quite follow what was happening in the scenes. And it was also not very descriptive. It was hard for me to build an image of the characters because I didn't quite get the details that I needed. And then I think the biggest thing was just the age of the person and how they were acting. It just did not connect, and also where they were at in life. Yeah, it was hard to believe, basically. This book was hard to believe that someone at that age with their status would be thinking these thoughts. It's written in first person, and so would be thinking these thoughts and living their life this way. And so I had a really hard time with this book, honestly. And yeah, I'm DNFing it. I was trying to finish it in January because, I was trying to finish it because I like to finish the things that I've started, but I also could not. I cannot bring myself to continue reading it. I think I'm wasting my time. And also, I kind of realized that I put myself in the author's shoes in the sense that if I were to write something, if I were to write a book, I would love for the people in my life to be honest with me about the writing, about the book, and to be honest with me before I publish something. Because I think in the long run, it's going to hurt the author because people will kind of see that it's not that great of a writing. It's not even about the plot at this point. Like, I think it's just the way it's written. I don't know. It's bad. Like, I can't even gloss over it. It's just really bad. And, man, and I feel, man, it doesn't feel nice, like, to think, because, like I said, I feel like I want to be graceful, and then I also, want to be a writer too someday. And I wouldn't like it if people are bashing my writing. But at the same time, I actually could not bring myself to talk about this book and recommend it to anyone. I actually almost recommended it to someone, and then I had to go back and tell them, be like, hey, actually do not buy this book. And so, I don't know. I think it's a tough topic. Like I said, I just wanted to come on here and just kind of share my thoughts. They're very raw, so I haven't had time to properly research on this subject to find out what other people do and things like that. And so I think that's why I'm like struggling with this. But I think if I were from a reader perspective, I'm not an author, but from a reader perspective, if I were to give myself advice or somebody advice who's writing a book, I would say when you're getting feedback, make sure that you surround yourself with people who will tell you the truth and people who will be honest and people who will, just give you the truth. Be like, okay, this writing is not great and this is what you need to fix. Like I said, I don't know much about this author and what went through their writing process. There's probably a backstory, but as someone who is just a reader who's just been introduced to the book, I felt like it was important for me to just put in my 2 cents because, I bought this with my own money. I'm returning it, but it's still my time. I've spent some time reading this book and just, in 2026, I will be DNFing anything that is just not worth it, not worth my time. I really tried to read this, but I could not. And I'm curious to know, like, other people, like, if you found a book that you didn't like, did you finish it? What did you do? Honestly, because I'm stumped. I did not expect this. Like, this video was supposed to be like a book review and a book recommendation, but it's not going to be that. It is not. And I'm curious to hear like what other people do. And I feel stuck. The struggles. I think once I started reading it, I just could not. It's just the writing style. The problem is the writing style. And then the plot itself is like, I get what the person was trying to say, but it just did not give because of the writing style. I think, I really tried to get past the writing style and keep reading, but it just got worse and worse. And I know, I feel, Anyways, I do hope, I don't know what I hope for in this. I don't know. But anyways, okay, so I have another read coming up. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm not going to announce my next reads because I don't know, maybe I should, because I feel like now, okay, what should I do? I don't know what I should do. This was tough and I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Only that I hope I'm able to return this book because this was not it. Just like not it. Okay. All right. So let's switch gears, I guess. Like, what else can I? Okay. So I'm going to go on my Goodreads and I just want to see what other people have said. Okay. So it has a 3-star rating. So, okay. I would probably, I wouldn't give it a 3-star. Probably giving it a 2, honestly. You know what? I think that's the beauty of writing and like reading is that people will have different opinions, and I think it's I think it's good. Like it's people have different opinions and people will have different experiences when they're reading a book, and I think that's actually really cool. And one of the reasons also that I'm not mentioning the book is also this is a person of color, and I just I don't want to bring the negativity, right? Yeah, the cover is a 10 out of 10. The title is a 10 out of 10. It's just that it just did not deliver. Okay, so I'm going to read some of the reviews here. Okay, so this person, actually, wait, can I read the reviews? Okay, so this person is saying that they like the general plot, like it drew them in. However, they found the flow to be quite stilted and they didn't get any depth from the main character. Yeah, that's how I felt. I didn't get any depth. It was also incredibly frustrating. How shall I yourself to be treated that way? Things like, yeah, I can't. I think I just can't. Let me just move on with my life. I can't. Okay, so now I don't know what this video is about. Let's see. I have I have a draft that I'm currently working on. And actually, I can say what it's about. I'm writing a movie review on the movie The Rip. It's on Netflix. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with this movie. I have watched it twice already. The plot is really good. It's actually inspired by 3 events. I enjoyed the acting and just the shots, how they it's a cop thriller movie. And yeah, it's been a long time since I found a movie that I really, really, that I enjoy. So yeah, I'm writing a review on that. That'll be on my website and you'll see it. And yeah, honestly, this video is I'm just really disappointed. I feel like it's not even about the author at this point. I think it's also just about the people who have allowed this to happen. My little rant of the day. Anyways, okay, so yeah, I'm writing a movie review on The Rip. I want to tap into that writing as well. On my website, I haven't really written. What did I write this month? Let's go on my website. Yeah. So actually, in the month of January, I wrote two blogs. I have the writing my first drafts by hand, and then I have the book review by Kennedy Ryan. Okay, so I did write twice on my blog, so that is good. Yay to me. And yeah, and then now I'm working on the movie review. I think I will have that on my website probably next week, I think. Fingers crossed. So yeah, and then that's it, honestly, guys. I wish I had more stuff to say. I was like prepared to read this book that I was reading and to talk about it and to kind of like what I did with the Kennedy Ryan book, Can't Get Enough, how I went into detail and how I expressed, like everything, talk about the plot and everything. But with this one, like obviously I couldn't do that because I don't want to expose the book. Yeah, I just can't. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna say goodbye for now, I think. And then I'm gonna say goodbye for now, I think, Just the disappointment, guys. The disappointment is it's just a lot. I don't know how I do have a book that I'll be reading in February, but let me read it first, and then hopefully it's a better book. And then yeah, you know what I think? I think for my when I'm doing book reviews, at least for when I'm doing when I'm speaking like on my social media, I'm not gonna highlight books I didn't like. All the books that I would have read, I'm gonna put them on my Goodreads account. But things that I talk about, things I'm gonna spend my energy talking about, I'm just gonna focus on the things I liked. And if I do find that the book I'm reading is not great, I mean, if I've announced it, then I will have to talk about it. But then if I haven't announced it, then I won't talk about it. I'll just give my pointers and stuff. But yeah. So that is it, I guess, honestly, because this is going to be probably a short video. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.